Right then, you beautiful, beautiful people. We are jumping into a brand new season in Forza Horizon 5. We are moving into autumn for Series 15. So there are 3 things on the agenda for today's video. This week's FORZATHON challenges, sport, it's in the name, for 160 FORZATHON points and 5 points towards our playlist. We'll also be checking out this week's shop and all the festival playlist rewards available this week. So if you're new, subscribe, smash the like button as always, share the video with a friend. Without further ado, let's jump into this week's FORZATHON challenges. So let's not muck about, let's jump straight in and get this week's FORZATHON challenges sport. It's in the name completed for 5 points towards our playlist and 160 awesome points to spend in the FORZATHON shop. Kicking things off with Chapter 1, Vorsprung, durch, tecknik. Own and drive the smallest S-Line Audi, the 2015 Audi S1. Now, just as Chapter 1 suggests, we are going to be jumping into the 2015 Audi S1. This car is nice and cheap from the auto show at 35,000 credits. You are going to need some upgrades or some sort of tuning setup. I do have one available if you'd like to use it. Just search my gamer tag Skippy 4631 or the file name Skippy YouTube. Share codes for all tunes are in the description and in the comments below. So as always with Own and Drive, you basically want to head into free roam. So hop outside any festival site or player house, drive 2 seconds down the road, and Vorsprung durch tecknik complete. Moving on to Chapter 2, Everyday Extremes. Take advantage of the renowned Quattro all-wheel drive system in your 2015 Audi S1 to earn 10 stars at PR Stunts. Now for this week's PR Stunt challenge, we can use any of the PR Stunt objectives. Speed traps, speed zones, danger signs, drift zones, or trailblazers. Pick your poison. I personally am going to be going with speed traps, and I'm going to be using the drag strip speed trap located at the Horizon Festival, Mexico. 3-star objective of 205 miles an hour. Now bear with me, I know this looks a little bit janky, but we are starting on the danger sign that sits just in front of the Horizon Festival plane. This is going to be our run-up, this is going to be our starting point, so let the Audi rip. Get through the gears. If you're in manual, don't worry, if you're in automatic, it will do it for you, and head for that camera. We should hit 205 or more quite easily in this S1 tuned Audi S1 as we hit the camera. 225.55. Little bit of brakes, let the information roll at the bottom, and then hit that rewind button and bring the Audi all the way back to the drag strip start line. Once you are roughly in this position or this area, go ahead and hit resume from here and then hit the camera again. This just saves you driving backwards and forwards and saves you a little bit of time. So we're going to hit the camera again. 221.97 I think that was. Let the information roll again, hit that rewind button and repeat the process until you have all 10 stars. So it would appear that I can't count. What I thought was my final run up to this camera to get Chapter 2 completed, earning the final few stars that I needed. I'd actually already done it. The notification pops up. You'll see that in the footage in the background. Moving on to Chapter 3, Turbo Sports. Put the 2-litre turbocharged engine to the test by maintaining a speed of 150 miles an hour, 242 kilometers an hour for 10 seconds in your 2015 Audi S1. So all you eagle-eyed viewers will notice it says chapter complete. Now I'll show the footage of what happened, but as I was completing the end of Chapter 2, I'm hitting that camera at 220 miles an hour. I come off the throttle, let the speed drop so I don't run out of runway, and I complete Chapter 3 at the same time. If, for whatever reason, you haven't completed Chapter 3 straight after Chapter 2, find yourself a long bit of straight road and hit 150 miles an hour or more for 10 seconds. I would suggest using the motorway that runs through the centre of the map. So after the complete mess that was Chapter 2 and Chapter 3, it is on to our 4th and final chapter, the 4 Rings. With Audi's infamous rally history, take the 2015 Audi S1 for a muddy outgoing to win 4 dirt scramble events. So for this chapter, we're going to need some dirt racing events. I've gone ahead and filtered just to make them a little bit easier to see and find. Now there are 2 types of dirt racing event. We have trails, which are sprint races, and we have circuit races, which are scrambles. They are the ones we need. So I'm going to be heading onto the top left-hand corner and using Horizon Baja Scramble. So basically, as long as you use a circuit race, you're all good to go. And as always, I got you guys covered with a cheeky blueprint this week called FORZATHON Chapter 4, locked to the Audi S1 and locked to 1 lap. To choose the share code 354041381 or search my gaming tag Skippy4631. No need to use my blueprint, you can just use a standard race, it is entirely up to you. Now the races for the weekly FORZATHON challenges are not affected by driver tire difficulty. As we do need to win all 4 races, there's no reason to make it any harder than it needs to be. I'm going to bring that difficulty down to new racer. So you join me on my 4th and final race. We do need that win. And I'm using my S1 tune, which isn't the best for racing, I will admit. But if you've got it on new racer, you should have no trouble getting out in front. Just take it easy. Once you are out in front, like I say, you do need that win. Now, like I say, this S1 class tune can be a bit of a handful to race. I do have an A class tune also up for download if you guys prefer it. But that is the end of our 4th and final race across the line. First place. After winning 4 Dirt Scramble events, that is Chapter 4 complete. Also finishing off this week's FORZATHON Challenges Sport, it's in the name. 160 FORZATHON points in the bank and 5 points earned towards our autumn storm season. Now let's hop on over and check out this week's FORZATHON shop. So once again this week, 2 auto show cars up for grabs. The 2014 Ferrari FXXK, 700 FORZATHON points, and the Ferrari 365 GTB4, 400 FORZATHON points. 3 vanity items this week, the elf outfit and the elf hat, matching pair, matching outfit, and a car horn, deck the halls. 75 FORZATHON points for each of these. And as always, if you've got any spare FORZATHON points knocking around, grab yourself a normal wheel spin for 60 FORZATHON points, or you can grab a super duper wheel spin for 150 FORZATHON points. Also, don't forget Horizon Secret Santa is still a thing, so don't forget to send a car to a friend. I would suggest the Ferrari FXXK. It is worth more, 2.7 million credits. Just go ahead and click the Ferrari, purchase as a gift, and pick a friend from the list or send to a random player. The more of us that send gifts, the quicker we're going to unlock the Lamborghini Cyan Roadster. Now, for the Autumn Storm Season Festival Playlist Rewards, we've got 60 points up for grabs in total. For 20 of those points, the Plymouth Fury, not new to Forza, but it is new to Horizon 5. And for 40 points, the Dodge Super Bee. This week's online trial, saving pennies, BMW 1M up for grabs. Seasonal playground games, surviving the holidays, Jaguar XES. 3 PR stunts on this week's playlist, 3 Super Bowl spins up for grabs. And we've also got 3 seasonal championships, Papa Noel, Lotus Elise 99, Extra Special, the Mercedes-Benz SLK, and finally, boot full of presents, the Lambo LM002. Just the one challenge on the playlist this week, and it's a photo challenge, hide and seek. Happy Snowman Head, clothing item up for grabs. And finally, for anyone that has the Hot Wheels DLC, grab some extra points by completing a Drift Zone Rock Slide, giving out a Super Bowl spin, and a seasonal championship, the Nexus of Speed, giving out the Porsche 718 GTS. I'm not going to lie, but I think the Porsche 718 GTS is probably the best reward on this week's Festival Playlist. Let me know in the comments if you agree with that or not. But as always, thank you so much for watching. If you are new, definitely consider subscribing. Any questions about the playlist or the weekly Forza challenges, do hit me up in the comments. I'll always do my best to help you out. Smash that like button, stay safe, and have an awesome day.